Welcome to the Morgan Branding Podcast. Just a side note before we get into today's podcast, we want to do a series where we invite guests onto the show where you can discuss your business, your experiences, your life, and do these episodes in around about maybe 15, 20, 25 minutes, depending on how they're going. So if you would like to get involved in the show, you own a business in Warrington or the surrounding areas, because we would like to record them in our offices, then please get in touch, reach out to us on social media, and we'd love to get you on board. Now, onto the show. Welcome to episode 13. Today we wanted to go back to another marketing tip that we thought might be handy for you and your business. Today we're going to talk about networking. So some of you may do this already, some of you may not, some of you may have tried networking and didn't like it, but my advice would be to keep trying with networking until you find the way that suits you. So when I left university and came to work back in Warrington, I got myself out there into lots of different meetup and networking groups to try and meet like-minded individuals. I personally think you never know when you may come across somebody again. You may work with them and they may become your boss at a next company. You may kind of meet them at a networking event and they may become a client in the future. So you really never know. So it's worth expanding that network as far as you can and keeping in touch with as many people as you can, because they may be a referrer for you. As I said, they may be a client, they may be a boss, they may come and work for you. There's so many opportunities. So it's great to get out there and meet people. Also, in this day and age now where I think the stats are showing that every year people drop the number of friends they have due to social media and things like this. We're spending more time in our phones and in work. Why not grow another friendship network that can be like a sport network, that might be business owners, it might be other people who do a similar role to you, a similar job to you. You might be in recruitment, let's say, and you're meeting other recruiters and you just don't know where that's going to end up. So my advice is to get out there and network. So the next question is how, really? So there's lots of different websites where you can find out what's going on in your local area. You should have Chamber of Commerce's, you should have websites like meetup.com, and local council websites might be promoting what events they have on. And have a look for people who run networking events in your area. Once you start going to events, you will speak to people at the events and find out what other events are in your area. That might be a curry club, it might be BNI. I do a golf networking. There's so many different events, and you will find an event that matches you. I don't think we should be embarrassed or whatever in this day and age to kind of go to an event just to get friendship. It might not even be business. If you go in with that attitude of trying to meet more business connections, more business friends, the business will follow afterwards, in my opinion. Once you've done this kind of face-to-face networking, it's really easy nowadays just to sit on LinkedIn and Instagram or Twitter and kind of grow your local network there. But to me, there's no better way to getting out there and meeting people. So once I've been to these events, I'll then try and arrange to meet up with 2 or 3 people after the event. And I find that is where kind of the real gold happens. Half an hour, 45 minutes, an hour, in a coffee shop, in a bar, wherever you want to go, and kind of dig deeper into their business, who they know, where they need help, where you might be able to help each other, and kind of dive into there further. Now, once you've done that, this is where I think you can add on to the LinkedIns and the Twitters and Instagrams of this world and tap into the person that you're meeting's network. Discuss that you're meeting that person today. Link with them on these networks, talk to them on these networks, and slowly their network will become your network as well. And you've expanded that web a little bit wider. Now, you might think, I don't have any reason to have a network at this moment. I'm happy, I've got a job, I'm not moving anywhere, I don't want to go on LinkedIn because I'm not looking for new work. Well, actually, you might not be looking for new work now, but you might be looking in 2 years' time. And why not have that network already built up when you're not under any pressure, when you're not kind of in for the hard sell, when you're not looking for a job, you're just out there trying to grow your contact list, is a much better way to do it, in my opinion. So get out there, get networking, be confident. When you go to these events, everyone wants to meet other people. So just because you're approaching people and you might not be confident enough to approach other people, don't worry, you'll never look stupid, because that's what everyone's there to do. Cheers. Thank you for listening to the Morgan Branding Podcast. If you'd like to follow us on Facebook, Instagram and Twitter, our handles are at Morgan_branding. Or you can follow myself, Callum Morgan, on the same platforms. Cheers.